Hey, okay, so today we are going to be looking at the enzymatic browning process. We're going to be using apples and potatoes, lemon juice, cream of tartar, just a bunch of kind of stuff. Okay, and so our first assignment is we're going to be cutting up apples and potatoes and the iceberg lettuce into equal parts. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And these aren't peeled. Okay, so now that we have our different 6 pieces of the apples and potatoes and whatnot, we are going to use sugar that has been dissolved in 1/4 cup of water and cream of tartar that has been dissolved in also 1/4 cup of water. And we are going to use lemon juice, which I'm going to cut up this lemon and use that for lemon juice. And we're going to put each piece into like a cup or a bowl and cover it up and see what it does. Okay, I left one potato uncovered. I covered one with lemon. Now I'm about to cover one with the sucrose solution. I'm going to cover another one with the cream of tartar solution. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle sugar on another piece. And I'm going to wrap this piece in plastic wrap. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing for the apple. And the lettuce. Okay, so we have wrapped all that we need to wrap. I've wrapped the potato, the apple, and the lettuce, and then I've put the sucrose solution, the cream of tartar solution, the lemon juice, and the granulated sugar on everything that it's supposed to go on, and I've left this uncovered, or each sample uncovered. So we're going to let those sit and then observe them later. Okay, now we are going to cook a little bit, and for this we need Gala apples, Granny Smith apples, and sugar. And we are going to put 2 cups of water in one of the pots, and then 1 cup of water and a cup of sugar in another. So I'm going to do that. We're going to measure the water in a liquid measuring cup. Okay, so while those both boil, we are going to peel and core our Gala apples and our Granny Smith apples. That's what they look like. Very pretty. Yes, we're going to peel and core them, and then once the water has boiled, we're going to put these in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to peel my apples with this. Okay, so our water in both the pans are just about boiling. So we are going to add our apple quarters to the water. One of them we are going to put sugar in, and one of them we aren't. And then we are going to keep them on low to medium heat and let them simmer for a little bit. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to turn down the heat to about 3, 2.5 on both of them. And for one of them, like I said, we're going to add a cup of sugar. And I'm going to use this spoon to just kind of stir it around. The sugar in this one, it's slowly turning into like a harder caramelized sugar. And it's slowly melting. Okay. Now we are going to let those sit for a little while and then observe them in a little bit. Okay, before I move on to the next one, I'm going to turn these both on 1, just so, because I'm not going to be paying attention to them, I'm not going to have them too hot. Okay, so now we are going to use some fresh broccoli and carrots and look at the cooking mechanisms with those two things. So I have a bag of peeled baby carrots and some fresh broccoli. I'm going to clean up my station a little bit. Okay, so we are going to need another saucepan. So let me get that. And we are going to add 1 cup of water to it. Okay, we're going to bring this 1 cup of water to a boil. Okay. Okay, so first, after this 1 cup of water boils, we are going to put some of the vegetables in it and see how they react. Okay, so we have put the broccoli and a carrot in some boiling water without anything added to it. And now we are going to put some vegetables on to boil with cream of tartar. I'm going to let this boil a little bit more. Okay, so now we are going to add 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Okay, so now we are going to put half a teaspoon of baking soda, which is in another room. Adding the baking soda has made the water bubble more and fizzle, which I thought was interesting because when I did it with the cream of tartar, it didn't do that. The broccoli is starting to turn yellow. The carrots haven't really turned color. Okay, so now we are going to try microwaving our vegetables. And we are going to add a little bit of water to it. Make sure that you have your vegetables covered when you microwave them. Okay, so we are going to wait for the vegetables to cook in the microwave. Like I said about the vegetables, in the boiling, the broccoli has turned a little bit yellow. The carrots haven't really changed much. They're probably a lot softer. Yeah, I'll be able to stick a fork in them. The fruit, let's look. The fruit was kind of, dense before, but now it's easy to stick a fork into. We'll test out the flavor. The gala apples are a lot softer, I will say that. And there hasn't been much change with our potatoes and apples and lettuce for the fruit part. The wrapped potato and apple, they seem to be changing color faster than the unwrapped potato and apple, but we're going to keep those and see if they change any a bit longer. Okay, so the procedure calls for you to pour the excess liquid into a petri dish after you microwave them, and you can't do that for the microwaved the vegetables. They're both burnt. The water, you can see where the water was, and it's burnt. The broccoli, it's changed textures a little bit. It looks a lot softer, feels a lot softer. The carrots are super squishy, so that's the difference. I'm gonna let my apples and potatoes and lettuce sit for a little bit longer, and I will observe them. But that's been it. I will write down my observations after these sit for a little bit longer, just to let the enzymatic process work a little bit better, and then record what I see. Thank you.